Here we are, Dennis Thompson, Media Director. I'm here at Greatness Headquarters with Greatness Big Man, who I believe one of the most underrated big men in the NBS, Marcus Bowman. Marcus, what's up, man? Thanks for taking the time out to interview us today. Talk to me, man. What's on your mind today?
Man, I'm just, enjoying my new fit, enjoying my new team. Glad I'm still being able to get out here and keep up with some of these young boys. And just enjoying life, man. Trying to get better every day.
Man, so talk to me, man. You've been kind of shifting around the NBS for a couple of seasons now. You were with Dynasty, and then Coach Terrell Polk traded you, and then you went to Raider Nation, and now you with Greatness. Was it not the right fit? Or was it dissension in the locker room? What's going on? I mean, why teams keep bouncing you around?
I don't want to say it's dissension in the locker room or it's not the right fit. I just feel like, when you play with certain people, it's a chemistry that you want to have when you're out on the court, and you want to feel comfortable with the team that you're with. Some teams I feel like they wasn't using me. They had me on their roster just for looks and,
right.
Cosmetics. And I ain't one of the type of guys. I like to get out there and get my hands dirty and be in the mix, in the crunch time. And I wasn't getting that in a lot of places where I was at. So, I kind of opted out to be moved somewhere where I can have a chance to win a title and, be with a contending team that's going to, have a shot at it.
So you came over here to Greatness, what is it about Greatness, that fits you?
Family aspect, man. Coach Face he's a real family guy. He appreciate a person that's gonna go out and work hard for him. He appreciate a person that's gonna go out and get his hands dirty, and he rotate, use me. I like to be on a team with a guy that's gonna use me versus just sit me out and not have me in the game in the thick and thick, because I'm a veteran player that know how to get the job done if I'm in the right position to do it. So I mean, just the respect thing, man. He always wanted me to get on the team and play with him, and I kind of bounced around, tried to weigh my options to see what this fit was and that fit was, but I like where I'm at, and I done agreed to do 2 seasons with him to see what we can get done and bring this ship home.
So why do you feel as if that you're underrated here in the NBS? Have players and coaches never really had a true opportunity to see what Marcus Bowman game is all about? I mean, why do you feel you kind of flown under the radar?
I mean, I play in a lot of gyms in Pontiac, and I play against some of the same guys out here, and I always hold my own. So it's never a problem about me holding my own. I just feel like, with all of the names and, the egos that go around in the NBS, and you overlook the guys that's actually coming out here every day, holding their own and doing what they're supposed to do, competing. I may not score 40, I may not, average, 20 or 30, but I'm consistent at what I do, and I'm a 10-10 guy. I got a lot of respect for guys that don't mind going out there getting a double-double or getting a triple-double or things of that nature. So I think my contribution to the game is, it gets overlooked sometimes because everybody's looking at the big numbers and the stats and the scoreboard. They're not looking at, what type of impact a guy can have on the game if he's just in there.
Hey, so do you feel as if that a big man combo of Marcus Bowman, Deshaun Holt, and Big Red is a three-headed monster?
Yeah, I think it got the potential to be that way. We definitely got size, we definitely got talent, we got athleticism, we just got to get all of the right pieces clicking together, and we'll be okay. I mean, I think we'll definitely, coming down the stretch, we'll definitely be a three-headed monster. We just got to get used to playing with each other.
So, Greatness took a hard one today. You guys fall to 500 on the year. Early in the year, you guys are 2-2. Talk briefly about the game today. Was it some things that didn't go right? As far as in the huddle, was it a few calls didn't go your way? Talk briefly about the game today.
I think we missed a couple key possessions. Ball didn't bounce our way a couple times. I'm not gonna make no excuses. We lost. they beat us. That's exactly what happened. The refs, I mean, we let them, become a factor in the game, which we need to start working on eliminating that factor. But all in all, I think we did a good job. We just didn't pull it out in the stretch. We waited too late to start playing.
So, I know you don't want to be biased, but other than greatness, who you like in the West?
I mean, I like the Raiders. I like my old team. They got a nice nucleus. I mean, I really don't know who else is in our division. I don't really pay attention to all that because I think, when you focus on trying to do something, you got to focus on what you got in front of your face. And I'm focused on what we got here is greatness. I don't care who the next opponent is, who we play next, what they doing on their side. As long as we do what we need to do on our side.
Any last words for the league?
Fellas is just keep, working hard, playing hard, getting better, and, remember that it's all about family, it's all about togetherness, and that's what we're trying to do in the MBS.
Dennis Thompson, Marcus Bowman, Greatness Headquarters. Shout out to the whole Greatness camp, MBS. We out.